Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Leos out there for the week of January 20th to the 25th. So, let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, 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 rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What type of energy coming towards my Leos during the week of January 20th to the 25th. What kind of energy is coming towards my Leos during the week of January 20th to the 25th? How many cards I need to see here? Okay, that feels good. Okay, so right off the beginning, we got a person here that is looking back with a tremendous amount of regret here. A tremendous amount of regret. A tremendous amount of regret due to, it looks like it's feeling and it's looking like it's due to this individual looking back in the past. Of prior relationships, of failures of prior relationships, and it feels as though it's beginning to happen. They feel as though it's beginning to happen to them yet again. Okay, they have this person has not been that lucky in love, and it feels to them as if it's beginning to happen again. Okay, and it seems like it's happening across the board with a lot of different people. To be honest with you, there's a lot of different individuals here that they've tried to connect with on a mental, on a physical basis. Just really trying to get anything going, really. And this individual has been very unlucky in love when it comes to real relationships here. So they've decided to kind of slow things down a little bit. Okay, kind of slow things down a little bit, almost to a crawl here. Because, okay, in other words, there was a point in time when they kind of slowed things down, but now what appears is though this individual, it looks and it feels as though this individual is beginning to kind of push things pretty hard again, to the point where this situation looks like it's going to become unhealthy very quickly. Very, very unhealthy very quickly. And like I said, this is the energy that's approaching you here. So let's see if we can get a little bit of clarification. Why is the Chariot card here? What's the clarification on this Chariot card? Why is the Chariot card here? Give me some clarification on this Chariot card. Why is the Chariot card here? Chariot card here. So, okay, they've decided to take a different approach, okay, and be more dominating, really assert their will a lot more because they're afraid they're going to be left alone. There's a sense of paranoia that they're never going to find that individual that they're looking for. And so they've decided to say, you know what, I'm going to be more forceful about how I approach those people that I'm interested in and pursuing a relationship with. And that's when the real danger is going to begin. This person, it's going to assert their will to the point where it's going to become quite obsessive. We're even talking maybe possibly even stalkerish at this point. Okay? There's a feeling that they have this feeling that their hands are tied behind their back, that they're always going to be lonely, that they're always going to be single, and that, in other words, the old saying of you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, well, they completely do not believe in that. They believe in the inverse opposite. In their minds, they've been sweet, they've been compassionate, they've been nice, and they haven't gotten anywhere. So they've decided to take this perspective of, you know what, more or less kind of like that, kind of like an incel type of energy here, that type of thing, where so I'm, I'm going to make you realize that I am the person that you should be with. Okay? And even if I have to be a little forceful about it, I'm going to show you that I'm the right person for you. That's what's going on here with this individual. Things are beginning to move towards a real dangerous kind of obsessive, stalkerish type of mentality here because they're afraid of being alone here. And they're afraid that they're never going to find anyone that's ever interested in them. So they're looking back in the past and regret, about past. Maybe this is feeling if I was a little bit more forceful about presenting myself, I would have had better luck. That this person is looking for a long-term committed relationship. Okay, and we got the Five of Wands here, which says, as I was saying earlier, this individual believe that they're more forceful in their in their pursuits, rather be even in terms of things maybe getting physical confrontational with other potential competition. I mean, this person really feels as though has convinced themselves that this is the right way to proceed with this. Okay, so even if it means even if it means a five of wands type situation where there's physical conflict with other suitors, are being argumentative, they're going to, in their minds, they're going to do what it takes to get the outcome that they think that they deserve, pretty much. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So this person is really, like I said before, this person is really looking for something long term, to create something financially stable, financially solid. Talking about legacy. You're talking about not just for now, but like children and children's children. So this person's financially, their mind is tuned into all of the things that would make a healthy relationship, like they really want to be committed to you. They really want to have a long-term finances with you. But the major part that's missing is um, they don't really know what a healthy relationship looks or feels like. They don't really, it seems like they really don't have a whole lot of social skills here. Um, so, instead of being kind of like and instead of kind of like being like somewhat of an, because they feel like somewhat of an outcast, they've decided to kind of take it to the next level. Well, I'm going to have to show people that I'm going to have to show this individual that I'm the one they should be with. And so things that kind of took a wild, wicked, twisted turn here. And also, finally here, this individual, Seven of Wands, feels as though they have the high ground. So they feel like they are absolutely, positively in the right here. They feel like they're in the right here. So this is a person that you absolutely need to be cautious of, for sure. Obsessive behavior to the 10th power. Stalkerish behavior to the 10th power. I mean, like, this is a recipe for something that's it's not going to have a peaceful resolution here. So you want to definitely be cautious of this individual and stay away from them, for sure. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're going to be working with, my Leos, because it looks like you're going to need it. Let's see what kind of strengths my Leos are doing. What kind of strengths are my Leos going to be dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Leos dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Leos going to be dealing with during the week of January 20th to the 25th? What kind of strengths are my Leos going to be dealing with? Show me the cards that I need to. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty good strengths here. So, right from the start, you are looking for a recognized victory. You're looking for someone that you can have a show of affection with on the outside. You're looking to have a lot of outward shows of emotion, hand holding. You want them to meet your parents. You want to meet their parents and so forth. So the strength right now with this particular situation, especially with your love life, is you're looking for something where you're going to have a recognized victory. So you and your partner are going to be recognized as a couple. So there's going to be no ambiguity here with the status of your relationship with this individual. It's going to be a solid relationship, and it's going to be recognized. That's what your desire is. Now, also, we have the Six of Cups energy here. So that says that, you know, even if that means that you may individuals that you may have dated in the past, even if it may not have um, really really worked out in the past, you're still willing to give it another go to say, okay, well, maybe we just missed each other. We just had there was some maturing that needed to be done. This particular time, you're like, let's see what happens. Maybe there's some kind of connection that we'll share now. So that's the type of energy that you're giving off here. Also, you're not afraid to take control of your own love life, to really assert your will, if you will, um, to get the outcome that you want. So in other words, if someone is a little bit too slow with a situation, you'll kind of let them know, hey, listen, maybe we should kind of speed things up here. If something's going too fast, you'll be like, hey, maybe we need to slow this down a little bit. So, it's all about you being comfortable. Okay, you want to make sure you're going to be comfortable in a relationship, and you have to make sure that there's a proper pacing that's taking place. In addition, here you put some feelers out there yourself. And at the moment, you're just waiting to see what kind of fruit's going to ripen on that vine. What kind of things are going to really begin to present themselves here. Okay, now, with that being said, we have the Page of Swords energy here. Page of Swords energy here is somewhat of a, it could go two ways. It could be either an immature energy or a naive energy here, okay? And I think more or less I'm leaning more towards the immature, excuse me, the not immature, but more or less the naive energy here, and especially tying it back into this situation, is that maybe this is a situation where you were trying to be nice to someone, okay? You didn't want to be offensive, uh, and it has created a situation where um, you know, it actually seems like you were in a no-win situation here to begin with, to be frankly honest with you, because it was one of the situations here is where you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you had been hardcore about it, then it would have, things would have kind of got kind of wicked real quick. But you were kind of gently like, nah, I'm not interested. I'm kind of doing this over here. So, but the naivete, this Page of Swords energy here is you not recognizing that this is serious. This is a serious problem that is on the horizon here that you're going to have to address, in some type of way, shape, or form. And you're not going to be able to address this without the help of having the authorities involved or something like that, or having someone in an authoritative position speak to this individual to kind of make sure things don't go no further here with this individual. Also, I'm getting the feeling here that um, you're not the only person that this individual is kind of has this kind of quasi obsessive stalkerish mentality with either. So that's also something to keep an eye out for. You're not the only one. So maybe if there's other people in your office space or school or something like that, possibly even same apartment complex or something like that. So there's other people that's involved in this, that this person has this energy with as well. There's also, pertaining, getting back to your strengths, there's a sense that you have your hands are tied behind your back here. You can say, well, how is that seen as a strength? Well, at some point, the strength is the fact that you feel like your hands are tied behind your back is a strength right now, because that may be uh, somewhat keeping you restrained, is keeping you safe. Um, meaning as though you probably just want to go out and be like, bam, really want to, tell this individual how it is, to feel like you feel like your hands are tied behind your back, because the situation is not really, this person is not really getting it, and you kind of see that they're not getting it, but it's seen as a strength because your hands are tied behind your back. Because if you did do that, then there's a possibility this individual may get a little postal. So right now that's seen as a strength, because the fact that you're kind of holding back is because there's something inside of you saying, this situation is kind of loopy. It's a little bit loopy. All right. Now, also, you want your wishes fulfilled in terms of relationships. So you want the type of relationship that you want. You want to have your wishes fulfilled on an emotional, physical basis with an individual. You're looking for a twin flame. Okay. So you're looking for that elusive unicorn type situation. And that's why, that's really why you're pretty much holding back here. Because you're looking for something, you're looking for that individual that completes you, in other words. Also, you're looking for something long-term that's going to create some type of a legacy situation. So you're looking for something where you're going to you can find a partner where you can create a family, but a family based on something that's solid, financial security along the way. So these are all very good strengths to have. So with that being said, let's see what types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What types of things from your past will possibly affect the outcome of this situation? So what cards I need to see? What cards that I need to see? Okay. Okay, so you do have choices. And in the past, you didn't feel like you had a lot of choices. You felt like you just had to take whatever came your way. Now you're at, you know what? I have choices. I can either go this way or that way. I don't just have to stay stuck with a particular perspective or point of view. You have options. You have choices. And you're going to act on these choices. Whereas though in the past, you probably didn't. In addition, you're definitely in the realm of for marriage this particular time around with the right individual. In the past, not so much. Okay, you maybe feel like you were too young, you just weren't ready. Now you're like, you know what? It's okay. I think that marriage is something that I really would like to do and give it a shot with the right individual. So marriage is definitely something that is on the docket here. And finally, we have the Six of Swords, which means that, like I said, in the past, you just kind of dealt with the drama as it came. Now, you're a lot more maturity, a lot more experiences. You're like, you know what? I want my life to move into a more of a smoother, tranquil perspective now. I want things to become a lot more calmer, a lot more digestible, okay? Because with experience brings wisdom. Okay, so you're kind of calming things down a bit, because you're looking at things from a new perspective, from a more mature perspective here. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what additional information spirits want to give before I terminate this reading. What additional information the spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? One more shuffle, guys. Here we go. Okay, so one sec here. So Spirit wants to say, keep on doing what you're doing because there is potential. That you are going to find, because I said you're looking for recognized victory. So keep doing what you're doing because there is potential out there. There is a potential that you will find what it is you're looking for down the road here. Okay, it's not with this individual. This individual, you're going to have to address this sooner than later. Okay. But anyway, getting back to this, there is potential out there. There is potential out there. So just keep your eyes open and keep moving forward. In addition here, dependability. So when you do find that situation, that special someone, there's going to be this sense of this equal give and take that you guys are going to have with each other. The Spirit's saying it's okay to be codependent on each other in this particular situation. They're going to have to depend on you. You could depend on them. So in other words, their weaknesses are your strengths, okay? And vice versa. So you'll be able to lean on them as well, and they can lean on you. So whatever you're weak in, they're strong in. Whatever they're strong in, you have weaknesses with, so you can balance off of each other, okay? Which makes you, and it's okay if as long as there's true love there, then moving in a positive direction. But that dependability is not necessarily a negative thing, okay? And finally, we have here expectation, okay? And it's okay to have your level of expectations up here. It's okay to do that. Also, it's okay to have a level of expectation. Tuning back into this, the level of expectation that um, if you do not want to be with an individual, and you articulate that, then you have the right to be left alone. The expectation to be left alone. So how this tying this all back in to this, you are seriously going to have to address this very toxic, obsessive situation sooner than later. The sooner that you deal with this, the potential that I spoke of finding that individual where you can be you'll be codependent on each other in a healthy way, and that level of expectations, you'll be able to kind of go proceed on in a more healthier situation without the fear of things getting crazy. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is okay. And you want to find something more about your particular situation, the link will be down below. So make sure you do what you need to do to get that personal reading. If it did resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more about this particular situation, again, the link will be below, okay? But and if you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Okay, just rounding this out. And also, like I said, take care of this sooner than later, because this could become something kind of dangerous. All right. That being said, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.